got some news coming out of the NFL right now as it sits. I believe there are 10 head coach firings, but 8 vacancies because there's been a couple new hirings like Stefanski to the Falcons or Saleh to the Titans or Harbaugh to the Giants. That's a lot of names. One name that I haven't even talked about, but I wanted to make a video because I think it's the biggest coaching job and coach opening right now, because who doesn't want to coach Josh Allen? It's Sean McDermott and the Buffalo Bills. So let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, if you like sports predictions or just theories or just long shot hot takes, like for example me saying about a month ago, hey, you know what, I think the Rams could get to the Super Bowl and I think the Bills could also represent the AFC, be sure to hit that like button and leave a sub, because that'd be very appreciated. Okay, now let's get into it. So one thing that we saw, and this news has been out for over a week, is that Sean McDermott was officially fired by the Buffalo Bills. This is not the same verbiage as how Tomlin's was, where it's like, hey, he stepped down, or Harbaugh's, who is also fired as well. You know what, and if I'm going to be honest, my initial thoughts and reactions, I think it's a little bit premature. I don't think the Bills made the right choice. If I'm just going to be 1,000% transparent, I think McDermott was probably the best guy for Josh Allen from a coaching standpoint, because I think there comes a time where I think coaches get the best out of their players, and I don't think Coach McDermott, if he's the dude, I don't think he's getting the best out of Josh Allen. I mean, you look at Trevor Lawrence, you look at the early years of his NFL career, which coach does it seem like has been able to get the most out of him? Coach Cohen. And so you see, I think the dynamic between the coach, the head coach, quarterback relationship, or even if you want to look at offensive coordinator to head coach relationship as well, because look at how after, Kellen Moore leaves the Eagles, all of a sudden Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball, 50 yards down the field. I mean, if you ask NFL fans, that's how they feel. I still feel like he's a decent quarterback. I'm definitely thinking the Bills probably made this decision a little prematurely. Definitely, when you look at it, the NFL is a business of results. Obviously, the loss to the Broncos is a huge one, and considering that he's been there for 9 years, I think there's a stat where he has the most playoff wins as a head coach, next to Sean McVay, but the most playoff wins without a Super Bowl appearance. I think that leads into it. Could be ultimately why he's fired. Now, why does this become the most open and desirable place? Because, who doesn't want to go coach Josh Allen? Are you kidding me? A lot of people are arguing this is the prime of Josh Allen's career, and he's going to be hitting 30 by the next time he hits the football field. And so why wouldn't you want to So why wouldn't you want to go coach Josh Allen when he's at the peak of his powers and stuff? But that's just my thoughts on that, guys. I think the Bills, I'm going to lean on the side. I think the Bills made the wrong choice here. I think McDermott was a good enough coach, and a lot of their playoff blemishes and outs, a lot of their playoff exits, I wouldn't necessarily blame him for it 100%, but that's my thoughts and my opinions. Guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.